Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Motive Monday. We have a great group of gals this evening and to reveal our quote for this week. Now, our quote is, "My kindness is a prayer to and demonstration of the natural goodness that is within us all," by Kyle Gray, the author of Raise Your Vibration. So I'm going to first go to Kat Mack. Wonderful Kat. What does this quote mean to you?
Hi, good evening, Carmen.
Hi.
Thank you for having me. I focus in on kindness, which is what we hashtagged all week, because I think of kindness as seeds. And he's talking about the fact that it is natural goodness within us. And if we're planting that seed in others, then we're going to feel kindness come up in ourselves because we get more of what we plant.
Perfect. Thanks a
Kindness
lot,
and
Kat.
love everywhere.
Yeah. Fabulous. So next up, we've got wonderful Noelle Upchurch. Are you there, Noelle?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
So, kindness is very important to me because I experienced a time in my life where just the simple kindness of strangers was enough to light up my day, and they didn't know it, but when I got in my car, there were tears in my eyes. And so I take that and I spread kindness wherever I go and to as many people in as many situations. It's the smallest thing sometimes, and all somebody needs to brighten their day. So
perfect. Yeah. So I know it's almost it's such a joy to actually give than to receive sometimes. Awesome. Thanks, Noelle. Next up, we've got wonderful Dawn. Hey there, pretty lady.
Hey, Carmen, thanks for having me today. And kindness, what it means to me is, I think about the law of attraction and also sowing and reaping. And, just being kind, much like Noelle, when I was younger, people weren't so kind to me because I looked different than everybody else. And, you kind of overcome that. And when someone is kind to you, it just makes your day. So one of the things that I have always done from being very little, I know what it felt like to not be treated kindly or people be not very nice to you. So I always made a point to be very kind to every single person I met, because you never know what's going on in their life or their world that day.
Yeah.
Act of a smile and a kind, hey, you know what, you look beautiful today. I really like that outfit. Could just totally lift their mood up and make their day. So that's what kindness means to me.
Fabulous. Thanks. I really appreciate that. That is really awesome. Sally. Next up,
I
we
resonate
have
with
Sally.
I resonate with what Dawn said. When you have kindness in your smile, kindness in your eyes, kindness in your face, that's the living expression of God's love. And when we can emanate that, that's when we're walking in his light. And so kindness is really like my jam. If you can't do anything else in a given day but be kind, you've succeeded in your day. So I always love to lead with a kind heart. And this quote really resonated with me this week.
Perfect. Thanks, Sally. I really appreciate that. That came from your heart for sure. Next up, we have Nicole.
Hey, Carmen, thanks so much for this awesome quote this week. It's been a lot of fun to post all these fun kindness. It's amazing all the things out there that people appreciate about someone who's been kind and the many acts that it is. And to me, being kind is an intentional act to uplift and encourage people. And it inspires people to be kind to others as well. It's kind of a pay it forward sort of action, a verb, if you will. And as it always turns out, even today in church, we were talking about the gifts of encouragement. And to me, the gifts of encouragement is really your acts of kindness and inspiring others to do something with what they've learned. And if that's being kind, whether it's a smile, a tender act towards someone who's having a bad day, It's really meaningful and it's very intentional. Back to you.
Thanks. Wow, that's great. I bet your sermon today was fabulous. Next up, we have Kebie.
Hey, Carmen. Thank you.
Hi.
Yes, and I love kindness, and it is definitely something we can give. It costs us nothing, right? And we do reap what we sow. But for me, this quote means about finding the good in others. So quickly, we can judge people's faults and criticize them, but why not focus on something good? Everybody has something good in them, and the more we call that out, the more we lift them up more. So I'm all about calling people to a higher power, calling people to their greatness. The seeds are there. They're ready to sprout. They just need that encouraging word. So back to you.
Yeah, that's good. Hence his book, Raise Your Vibration, which is lift yourself up. Next we have Lenore.
Hi, thank you, Carmen. And for me, what the quote means, it was a reminder to me this week to be mindful and to be conscious and be aware of others as I'm interacting with them, whether it's at the grocery store or the gas station or passing down the street, to say hello, to give them a compliment, give them an encouraging word, because it's so much going on, and just anything positive with someone, it really uplifts them. So it has made me be more aware and more conscious this week about just being kind, that extra kindness to someone. Yeah. So thank you, Carmen, and back to you.
Fabulous. That was great. That was a great meeting. Anyways, next we have Heather.
Thank you. To me, kindness can be random, intentional, and done in any shape or form. Kindness can be done by any age at any time, and it can be as simple as a smile, as grand as buying someone's lunch. It can be lending an ear to a friend in need, hugging a child that scraped their knee, or mourning with someone who lost a loved one. But the most important type of kindness is the kindness one gives to themselves. Forgive yourself of your shortcomings and be kind as you grow into the person you are becoming. Kindness begins from within, and let it spread to all those who you come into contact with.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, that's great, Heather. I love that insight. And finally, what kindness meant to me, I was reading this book, and it actually popped right out last week when we were doing our quote and talking about a few things, and I thought, I like this kindness. For me, it was it is within us all. It's like a natural goodness, like it says in the quote, and it helps us to be kind to people and to treat them like I want to be treated, with kindness. And you're right, it comes from within, I believe, also. And kindness goes hand in hand. Thank you very much for that insight, everybody, for this wonderful week's quote on kindness. And I'll read the quote again one more time before we close this week's Motive Monday quote of the week out. It is, "My kindness is a prayer to and this demonstration of the natural goodness that is within us all." Thanks, everybody.